If a trap has to rely on brute strength, chances are it was placed wrong from the very beginning. And with wild boar, one mistake usually means a lost opportunity forever. For American farmers, wild boar aren't just wildlife. They're a direct cause of crop loss, destroying fencing and legal liability. American-style trapping doesn't begin with steel or sudden noise. It begins with data, collected using everyday tools of modern life: infrared trail cameras, smartphones, and specialized utility vehicles. Only when everything looks natural in the boar's eyes does the intervention happen. Fast, controlled, low risk for people, and responsible toward the ecosystem. The biggest mistake humans make is thinking wild boar act on simple instinct. In reality, most sounders include cautious individuals that move ahead or stay back to observe. These are the decision makers. If they sense anything out of place, the entire group will change routes, often without ever returning to that area again. Knowing which boar decides matters far more than simply knowing where they appear. That individual determines whether the whole sounder comes back or disappears for good. In the early phase, bait is not meant to catch. Its purpose is data collection. Which direction the sounder approaches from, what time they show up, how long they stay, which individuals hang back and observe. These details dictate the entire trap design that follows. Without data, every trap is just a guess, and in wildlife management, guessing usually leads to failure. Instead of setting traps suddenly, the system is installed early and left in place for days. Control teams often access the area using specialized Ford Ranger trucks, standard farm vehicles in rural America. Quiet operation, low light use. Just enough illumination to work without raising suspicion. Every movement is calculated to make the area feel like a normal, unchanged part of the environment. Entrances are wide, no blind corners, no sense of pressure or forced behavior. When the sounder passes through the trap zone without stopping to assess danger, acceptance has already formed. Round traps aren't used by accident. The circular design eliminates sharp corners, places where boar typically brace, push, or find leverage to escape. Without a clear direction to fight against, panic responses decrease. Reducing stress on the animal also reduces risk for people during handling and relocation. Round traps aren't used by accident. The circular design eliminates sharp corners, places where boar typically brace, push, or find leverage to escape. Without a clear direction to fight against, panic responses decrease. Reducing stress on the animal also reduces risk for people during handling and relocation. Effective wild boar trapping doesn't come from heavy steel. It comes from refined thinking. When humans stop forcing outcomes and start observing, learning, and adapting, farmland protection becomes sustainable. At that point, traps are no longer tools of coercion. They become part of a responsible, long-term management system. In those systems, the goal isn't more control. It's timely, precise intervention, just enough to protect crops, property, and the stability of surrounding communities. When humans choose understanding over force, nature responds with balance.
I gotta shoot these things. Outdoors, we had another catch last night, and looks like we got welcome back. Come on. You gotta pick up on it. Don't worry about that. For a while.
they can get out. Hey. Listen, cut him. Darn thing. Greed.
That side.
Tough, huh?
No gunshots, no headlights sweeping through the trees, just a phone vibrating quietly in the middle of the night. Close to midnight, a notification comes in from the home security system. Motion detected. Seconds later, the footage reveals a group of wild boars moving into the garden. They advance in a line, calm, methodical, no rush. This isn't the behavior of animals passing through by chance. It's the signature of a herd that knows this ground well. That tells us one thing clearly. This isn't a random visit. It's a well-established route. The real question now becomes, how do you stop the risk without putting people or the neighborhood in danger? Let's take a closer look. No one steps outside. Everything is monitored from inside the house, where decisions are made based on data, not instinct. A smart trap had been set weeks earlier, right along the trail the boars repeatedly used to approach the residential area. This wasn't guesswork. The location was chosen using night camera footage, tracks, and repeated movement patterns. The system combines night vision cameras, motion sensors, and a remotely controlled gate. Most importantly, it allows full control without direct contact, a critical factor when dealing with wildlife near homes. The herd pauses at the edge between forest and living space. They test the ground, root around, circle cautiously. A few individuals hang back, watching, reading the situation. This is the most dangerous moment. One wrong decision here, and the herd scatters, learns, and avoids traps forever. Then, one decision, timed perfectly. The gate drops cleanly. The herd is contained in a controlled space, fully separated from the neighborhood. No injuries, no noise. No one in the area even wakes up. A secondary camera deeper in the forest keeps rolling. Another group from the same herd changes direction. No panic, no chaos. They simply circle wider, searching for a new way in. That's textbook behavior when a familiar route is blocked. Instead of escalating force, a second trap is placed deeper, quieter, less obvious. The goal isn't speed, it's closing off re-entry completely and keeping the area stable in the nights ahead. What made that night special wasn't how many boars were controlled, it was when the decision was made. 30 seconds earlier, the herd could have split and spread. A few minutes later, fences, gardens, and living space might have taken real damage. Technology helps, a lot, but it can't replace human judgment or patience. The result came from preparation done long before, and a calm decision made at exactly the right moment.
We got Leafy Leaper over. People want a copy. But there they all are.
By morning, the garden is untouched. Proof that modern wildlife control is no longer about confrontation. It's about being proactive, safe, and responsible. This is what it looks like when humans manage conflict with intelligence and patience instead of panic. Situations like this will only become more common as the line between people and nature continues to shrink. In the next episode, we'll keep following how residential areas take control before conflict begins. Like, share, and subscribe to stay with us.